FP=時事、スペース X の試作ロケット、スターシップが27日午後6時36分、テキサス州の同社基地、スターベースから打ち上げられた。宇宙空間に到達したものの、最終的にインド洋上空で爆発した。動画、ブースターを、橋で空中キャッチスペース X、回収試験に成功問題の兆候はすぐに現れた。第1弾のスーパーヘビーブースターが予定されていたメキシコ湾への着水を実行する代わりに爆発したのだ。ライブ映像では、上段の宇宙船が衛星通信網、スターリンク、衛星を模したシミュレーターを展開するための扉を開けることに失敗する様子が映し出された。宇宙船はこれまで2回の試験よりも遠くまで飛行したが、漏れが発生し、宇宙を漂う中で制御不能に陥り始めた。ミッションチームは予想される爆発の力を低減させるために燃料を放出し、搭載カメラは飛行予定66分の途中の約45分で停止された。目標のオーストラリア西海岸沖の着水ゾーンには到達しなかった。翻訳編集、アフプブニュース。
Huge strip protest and we depred strike rocked France on Thursday a demonstrator puis on a fierce display of resistance to a new law raising the retirement age and expressed fury at President Emmanuel Macron, who bypassed a full vote in parliament to force the measure through. The outpouring of protest, marked in some cities by violent and chaotic clashes with the police, came a day after Mr. Macron doubled down on pushing retirement back to 64 from 62, characterizing the change as unpopular, but necessary. But if the French president seemed determined not to back down, so did the protesters, pouring into the streets in numbers that neared the record-setting demonstrations in this month when the retirement measure was being considered. The Union said that over 3 million people marched around the country. The Interior Ministry offered a much lower figure, 1.09 million, but even that was more than the authorities had anticipated. The government was counting on the movement losing steam. Philippe Martinez, the leader of the Confédération Générale du Travail, France's second largest union, said at the start of the protest in Paris on Thursday. The determination is there, Mr. Martinez said. The willingness to fight is there, and the objective is the same, repeal the law. The day ended with a promise of still more disruption. The union announced a day of march and strike next Tuesday, coinciding with what may prove to be an ill-timed state visit by King Charles III of Britain. Though most marches remained peaceful, there was a surge in violence in some cities, among them Paris, Nantes and Rennes, where group of black-clad and masked protesters smashed windows, lit fires and threw cobblestone and bottles at riot police officers. In Bordeaux, protesters set a town hall door on fire. In Lorient, they pelted a police station with rock. The police responded with tear gas, water cannon and dispersal grenade. Gérald Darmanin, the French Interior Minister, said that nearly 150 officers were injured on Thursday and that over 170 people had been arrested around France, in protest and characterized as far more destructive. Of those who targeted police officers, he said, they must be condemned with the utmost force. Protesters, too, were injured in the clashes. In Rouen, where the authorities said 11 people were hurt, the mayor said a woman's finger had been torn off, although the exact circumstances were unclear. The head of the country's largest union condemned all violence, which many French say they blame on the government. We have to keep public opinion with us until the end, Laurent Berger, the head of the French Democratic Confederation of Labour, warned at the marks start in Paris. Image. Figure shrouded by smoke throwing objects at an unseen adversary. Building can be made out only partially in the background. Protesters clashing with riot police officers on the sideline of a demonstration in Paris. Credit. Loïc Venance, Agence France Presse, Getty Images. By the time that march reached its final destination 4 hours later, Protester were cooking and sneezing through cloud of smoke and tear gas at the Place de l'Opéra, where phalanx of police officers had cordoned off most exits. Firefighters rushed from fire to fire à protester set a newsstand and heaps of trash ablaze. Across the country, daily life was disrupted. 1 in 5 teachers was on strike, train service and regional flights were reduced, and strikers blocked many oil refinery and fuel depots, setting off fears of a gas shortage. Iconic tourist spots were shuttered, including the Eiffel Tower and the Château de Versailles. Students denied access to dozens of high schools and universities, protested blocked. Power and roads, and electric workers said they had briefly cut power to symbolic locations, including the president's official summer residence in southern France. It all amounted to what was clearly the biggest challenge Mr. Macron has faced since his re-election last year. Image. Orange-yellow flame, photographed through a railing, can be seen leaking up from debris on a sidewalk near police officers in riot gear. The police were deployed across France in heavy numbers. Credit. James Hill for the New York Times. He is no longer in control of what's happening, said Chloé Morin, a political analyst based in Paris. The government can only wait for what happens next in hopes that there are no deaths in the protest. Last week, Mr. Macron's government survived no confidence vote in the lower house of parliament. Since then, France has been thronged by organized union action by day and unruly spontaneous protest out at night. These have been led mostly by youth who shine and light a fear the pile of trash plugging the city because of strike by garbage workers. People that yesterday did not support the hooligan are now starting to think that maybe this is the right method, said Luna Lowe, 26, standing on a bench at the Place de l'Opéra, where demonstrators threw rock and bottles and dodged canisters of tear gas as the police charged at them with batons. The nice demonstration where people sing and all, it's cool, but it doesn't work, MS. Lowe said. A survey published by the Odoxa Polling Institute on Thursday found that the majority of French say they want the protest to continue and that 70% believe the government has provoked violence. Image. Scuffle between police officers and protesters were common on Thursday. This one took place at a demonstration in Lyon. Credit. Laurent Cipriani, Associated Press. In his television interview on Wednesday, Mr. Macron characterized his decision to champion the retirement change as one of responsible governance. He said that he had known it would be unpopular, but that it would ensure the country's pension system's long-term viability. While Mr. Macron said he was listening to Angers rising off the street, he offered no concession. His only regret, he said, was that he had not managed to get the country to agree with him. There aren't 36 solutions, he said. This reform is necessary. Karel Lyon, a sociologist and expert on union and social movement at the University of Paris-Nanterre, said Mr. Macron's inflexibility has reactivated the feeling of a disconnect with the state and its institutions, that marked the yellow vest crisis of Mr. Macron's first term. Image. Surrounded by a crowd of protesters red banner, people stand on a car. Protester in Marseille, in southern France, on Thursday. Credit. Christophe Simon, Agence France Presse, Getty Images. That movement emerged spontaneously, outside a union or political framework, amid danger over a fuel tax, then morphed into far broader and sometimes violent protest. The Yellow Vests were the only social movement of the past years that made the government back down, Mr. Lyon said. That success, along with fury at the intransigence of their president, drew many protesters out to the streets on Thursday. One protester, Christelle Lemanac, said she had been close to abandoning the fight until she saw Mr. Macron, smirking on national television yesterday. Smile are not welcome these days, said MS. Lemanac, 57, an export controller, who was in a crowd of protesters in Paris dotted by giant union balloons and flags. How can he just grin while talking about our pension? Fast with enormous protest, she pointed out, the French government scrapped a youth jobs contract in 2006 after it had become law. It worked in 2006, she said. Why can't it work now? The government's critics say its response to the protests has worsened the crisis, as it did during the Yellow Vest protest. Once again, there have been accusations of police brutality and report of the large-scale corralling of demonstrators and preventive arrest. Claire Hédon, France's Defender of Rights, an official ombudsman whom citizens can petition if they believe their rights have been violated, said this week that she was worried by report of police misconduct in the news media and on social media. She pledged to remain vigilant. Image. A French police officer with the face shield of Israel Elmedaon. A police officer in Lille, in northern France. Credit. Samer Al-Doumi, Agence France Presse, Getty Images. Reading from a joint statement at a news conference on Thursday evening, Marie-Lise Léon, a top union official, accused Mr. Macron of incomprehensible stubbornness, and of ignoring many alternative to an increase in the retirement age that union had suggested. The responsibility for the explosive situation does not lie with labor union, MS. Léon said, but with the government. Still, some say they believe that despite the fierce public passion, the retirement laws opponents have already lost the battle. The union did everything to maintain unity, to mobilize, and they did that very well, said Guy Groux, a sociologist at Sciences Po who specializes in political activism and trade union. But the reform has been pushed through and will stand until the Constitutional Council rules on it in 1 month. Opponent of Mr. Macron have filed legal challenge against his pension overall with the Council, which examine legislation to ensure it comply with the Constitution. Mr. Groux predicted that, like past protests against a change to the much-lauded French retirement system, the movement would fizzle, even the spontaneous protest, and Macron will still have 4 more years as President of France. Many protested, like Antoine Roger Picard, 29, strongly disagreed. Mr. Roger Picard, a video game blogger, was in the bulk of the dance crowd in Paris, far from the violence.